Ministers have accompanied Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa on his official visit to Havana, Cuba. Correspondent Sherwin Bryce-Pease, who is shadowing the delegation during their visit, caught up with the Deputy Minister in the Presidency, Buti Manamela, as he exited the delegation meeting with Cuban Vice President Miguel Díaz-Canel.
Sense of that meeting, what was the conversation like between the two delegations?
Look, I mean, this is about strengthening trade between the two countries, but I think more importantly, ensuring that South Africa is able to play a role in the rebuilding of the Cuban economy and, improving on issues such as, education, the partnerships in health and all of that, but also an extension of the strength of the friendship between the two countries. We strongly believe that from now moving onwards, South Africa's relationship with Cuba, is, going to be much more than, solidarity action. And I think it would also now be about, doing business between the two countries, which was the major emphasis between the two vice presidents.
When you talk about issues like health and education, I mean, I'm sure you're aware of the protests that were going on in South Africa. It's difficult to almost imagine how a Cuban model will fit into the South African context. Is that something you're talking about and thinking about?
Look, I mean, there is a lot of things to learn from, the Cubans. Education is free here. Public health care is free here with, not even half the resources that we have in our country. So it means that, all of those things are some of the things that we need to learn in order to ensure that we improve the quality of life of the majority of South Africans. I believe that as South Africa and as the rest of the world, we have much more to learn from Cuba than, we can imagine. And those are the things which I think beyond this visit by the Deputy President, we will have to explore. And also some side meetings that the various deputy ministers are having, with the Cubans will consolidate all of those lessons.
What does Cuba learn from South Africa?
Well, look, I mean, we have advanced in terms of technology. We have, advanced in terms of, industry. We are obviously, trying to ensure that we beneficiate our minerals resources. And with Cuba having few in terms of mineral resources, and also trying to expand into energy, and all of that, we think that they also have much more to learn, with regards to that. We have a long history, although not strong, but we've got a long history of small businesses starting from, anew, and we think that an exchange in that regard will also assist this country to move forward.
And of course, the embargo must go.
The embargo, I think, the Deputy President was quite emphatic. The embargo has to go. It has to go in terms which, the Cubans are putting in place. We fully support that the embargo should go because we believe that it will bring to life a Cuban economy that has been constrained and will improve greatly the lives of the majority of Cuban people.
SABC